Hello, students. Good morning. So, today we are discussing the topic how to write name and surname and courtesy title in in a letter, right? So, it's a very important part. Listen carefully. I am going to make it later on. It's more visible, but here actually I'm explaining through this text. Listen carefully. When we write letter, so that's a one of the parts. Two parts of letter is one is uh, first one. Let me recall you. First one is that is sender's address, right? Then date, then receiver's address, inside address, and then salutation. So inside address and salutation are that's a uh, are related, right? What you write in inside letter, so same reflection will be done in salutation, right? Very important part, just listen carefully. So whenever we write address, so that here what they are talking about, suppose you are addressing uh, a woman, right? And marital status is unknown, right? And otherwise, second one is woman who is unmarried. First is her marital status is not known, second one is known, right? Unknown. And first one is that's a you are sure that she is unmarried. So what to do in that case? We should write Miss. Take care. Miss Brinda Rajan, first and last name. First name, last name. Otherwise, Kumari Brindarajan, first name, last name, that is also acceptable in Indian context. First and last names, usually father's name at the end. The title Selvi is also used. Sometime in some places, father's name, here what they are telling that's a father's name at the end. The title Selvi is also used, but that is not here. You just have to remember that is very important information. Suppose you don't know what is the marital status of a woman, so what to do here, right? What to do? You just need to know the suppose marital. There are two possibilities: either woman is married or unmarried, or you don't know. When you don't know, then you have to put Miss MS, right? Miss Brinda Rajan. Brinda is first name, Rajan is last name, right? Now, general standard is what? That is in India. But general standard is that is happen in India, Kumari and Miss. But general standard, that's a Miss only. Jane Isaac, first name. When you don't know marital status, so this is first name, this is last name. Miss Jane Isaac, first name, last name. Or if you know, you're sure that the girl is unmarried, then Miss Jane Isaac, first name, last name. This is the first name, this is the last name. This way, right? Now, in salutation, when you write, so what to speak here? You have to say, dear Miss Kala Rajan, right? This is Miss Kala Rajan. That is not here you cannot see here, but that is Kumari or Selvi, right? This way we should write first name, last name. Okay. Now, general standard what says? That's a Miss, dear Miss Isaac, only last name. Please take care. And here, dear Miss Isaac, spelling will be changed. Here, Mrs. MS, and here, Mrs. MISS. When you know that the lady is unmarried. So that is very important. Now go for another possibility. That is married. When woman is married, and then we are talking about inside address and salutation. So in inside address, married is no doubt. It's a very Srimati Indian context. Srimati is very common, or otherwise Srimati and Thirumati, that is south. South in south Thirumati, right? And then first and last name, husband's name at the end, right? That is in Indian context. Srimati or Thirumati, so Rajan, Saroj, Rajan husband's name, first name, last name, husband's name, Saroj Rajan. This way it is written. But general standard what is Mrs. Jane Ramsay. Mrs. Jane first name. This is the general standard. Now what's the curtsy title? Dear Srimati or Thirumati, not name, right? Kalarajan, right? First name. So, dear Srimati Kalarajan, this way. And general standard says that this is dear Mrs. Ramsay, no Srimati, Mrs. Ramsay, last name, just last name. Okay, very important, please take care. Now, couple. Suppose husband wife, you are addressing to husband wife. So, what to do? For couple, Srimati, Indian context, Srimati Bain Rajan, husband's first and last name. Here Srimati and then Bain, husband's first name or husband's last name. And general standard says that Mr. Mrs. Rex, that's the husband's first last name will do, but then Mr. Mrs. Right? So that is important. And then if we write, that's a salutation. For salutation, dear Shri and Srimati Rajan, just last name, dear Shri and Srimati Rajan, Indian context. And general standard, dear Miss Smith, last name, dear Miss Smith, this way. Man, Shri Ravi Mohan, first and last name, right? Shri Ravi Mohan. And general standard, Mr. Rex Smith, first and last name. Then curtsy title, dear Sri Mohan, first name, not last name, dear Sri Mohan. And here, dear Mr. Smith, last name. And India, this is the first name, okay? Now, then man or two or more. Suppose two people you are addressing. So how to write? Shri Unni Krishnan and Shri Sam Matthew, first and last name. Right? But general standard says Mr. Rex Smith, Mr. Bill Gates, first and last name. Right? Here address will be dear Shri Krishnan and Shri Matthew, first name, last, only first name. General standard says that in India, and general standard, dear Mr. Smith and Mr. Gate, last name only. Here first name and this the last name. At last, corporate. Suppose you are addressing corporate company, so that is for man, you should write Messrs. Messrs. Chand and Sons. General norm says that Messrs. Pulson and Pulson, right? And here address will be dear Messrs. Chand and Sons, but general norm says that dear Messrs. Pulson, last name only, right? So that is there. And at last, when you are addressing women, corporate company women, suppose Lizzat Papad or some many industries are being run by women only. So what to do? How to address? MSES, then Lakshmi and Kala Private Limited, name of the company. General standard says that Messrs. Jane and Jane, and inside address Messrs. Lakshmi Whole, right? So this is the difference. Okay, and here no dear, we don't write dear, and then just Mrs. Jane and Jen, this way. Very important. However, I think it's a little bit tough and you are not getting, but definitely I'm going to make one more video on Hindi, and which is very important, where I will explain. Right now I have to, I'm little bit in hurry, so I will closing here, but I think little idea you must have got it what to speak. So next time we are going to discuss in detail. Thank you so much.